starting off easy, Tango's really never known his parents. Now, to us humans, that might sound sad, but remember, this isn't a human we're talking about. That's completely normal for fishies, and by the way, if you want to watch it, I made like a whole video explaining like fishy culture in depth. Just for a quick recap though, it's similar to in real life, how like sharks just kind of give birth and then they just like, the children just like fend for themselves, you know? Also, if you've seen some of my videos before, first of all, hi. Second of all, I lost my whiteboard. I don't know where it went. But I got a new Sonic poster. That's pretty cool. Look, it has Whisper and Tango. And I also have plushes up here. This is Tango, this is Whisper. I thought the Sonic poster was pretty cool. I don't know where my whiteboard went. That sucks. Anyway, and again, Tango's not like sad about this, you know, because it's just normal. That's just how their species works. Because of this, like, he didn't really get anything from his parents, which makes sense because they weren't there. Them as people though, I imagine they're both still together and very in love. Like, they probably travel a lot and they just go do a bunch of fun stuff. His dad would be like a pretty goofy guy, kind of like he is, and then his mom would be kind of a chaos gremlin. Kind of like he is. And like, cause they travel so much, maybe they even like went to Bazzaland and they saw Tango, but they wouldn't really know that Tango's their kid, and Tango wouldn't really know that he's their kid.
Audio quality jump scare. Okay, so I decided this like after I already recorded everything, so I'm just gonna throw it in here. I decided on names for them. I decided because, you know, Tango is named after a dance. I was like, I think it'd be cute if I named them all after a dance. And so I named his mom Salsa, and his dad is Waltz. And then I decided to name all of his siblings too. So that's Cha-Cha, that's Jazz, that's Charleston, that's Whip. And then these two are by my boyfriend. That one is Disco, and that one is Gritty. And my boyfriend wanted to clarify again that he thought of those last two names, and he's really proud of Gritty the Great White.
Either way, it doesn't really matter, so we can move on. Now we get into the juicy stuff. Again, Yotai aren't humans, so their families work a bit differently, and I also made a video explaining the Yotai. But again, quick recap, they don't really raise their young, the teachers do. But their biological parents traditionally visit the children every, like, year or so to, like, you know, come in, see how they're doing, look at their success and everything. And Ray, like, as far as his local town is concerned anyway, is kind of a flop. What? So you could imagine that that holiday in particular is pretty stressful for him, which isn't helped at all by the fact that his parents are very strict and traditional and judgmental. They do not appreciate the fact that their son is kind of a punk who cares less and less about winning tournaments every year they visit him. His dad, Oz, in particular, was a near-defeated champ back in his day, and he is always reminding Ray about that. Like, like, oh, only 2 new trophies this year, young Ray.
Only 2 new trophies this year, Ray. You know, when I was your age, I won 7 per year!
Something like that. He's a very quiet and tough guy, you know, very traditionally masculine type of thing. His mom, Bo, on the other hand, is a hothead who gets angry pretty quickly. But she can be more sweet than Oz, who isn't really sweet at all. I mean, they both aren't really sweet at all. They're kind of jerks. Ray tried so hard to make his parents proud when he was a kid. He would fight his little heart out and, like, train super hard, like blood, sweat, and tears kind of thing, just to earn trophies. I mean, not just to impress them, but, like, mostly to impress them whenever they visited. And when he won, they were very proud and affectionate to reward him. They were like, hey, that's my son, you know, yeah, give him a little noogie. But when he didn't have anything to show, you know, they did not hold back, to say the least. Over the years, Ray, like, naturally and understandably grew a lot of animosity towards them, but to this day, he still keeps that inside. You know, he still acts really respectful around them. Now, Addie, being a human, has a family structure that we can actually relate to. She has a mom, a dad, and a brother. She was always the most shy in her family, but before she died, she was definitely more open than she is now. Mostly because of them, and in particular, her brother, Zachary, who you know, big troublemaker, big extrovert kind of guy. Always did all those like big brother things of how he would tease Addie, to play tricks on her, mess with her, tease her, that kind of thing. Did I say tease twice? They messed with each other a lot, but Addie and Zach had a really close bond. Addie's mom, Vivian, is pretty strict, very no-nonsense and logical-minded. She's incredibly caring, though. When Addie and Zach were young, she would, like, sing them to sleep every night, or even when they got a little bit older, she would sing them to sleep whenever they got nightmares and stuff. And later on, she was always there for them to talk about their troubles. Her dad, Elliot, is a super sweet, jolly goofball goober. He brought so much laughter and joy to the kids when they were younger, like, you know, fully committing to, like, all their goofy little games that they made up, you know. He's like the dress up as Santa type of parent. And he was always there to help them out when they got older. Together, they were amazing parents. Viv would enforce the rules and instill morals into the kids, and Elliot would bring the fun and warmth that they also needed. And as a couple in general, they are incredibly in love, like, oh my god. They balance each other out in a lot of different ways, which would indirectly model what a healthy relationship looks like to their kids, which was incredibly formative. Overall, they were an amazing and happy family. But of course, Addie passed away. Now, how Addie herself handled this is a story for another day, so I won't get into it now, but obviously they hit the family extremely hard. Vivian and Elliot lost their daughter, and Zach lost his little sister. And as far as they know, she's gone for good. At the time Codename Leg Shark takes place, they've all done the work to, like, start moving on, but of course that never really heals. Zach will always feel like he didn't express his love for Addie genuinely enough, besides all the tricks and games and whatnot. Elliot feels like he must have done something wrong. And to this day, her husband and sometimes her son are the only things that can still make Vivian smile. They are, however, getting better. Zach is always trying his best to be a source of light and joy to his parents, after everything they've all been through. Elliot has only gotten more kind and more considerate since then. And Vivian actually quit her job and started a music career. She's the lead singer of a band whose main goal it is to, like, raise awareness for undead youth. Vivian is actually the only member of the band who isn't an undead, funnily enough. Their songs are about death and loss and life. And all their fans love it. Like, they've gotten pretty popular to the point where they've had like a couple tours at this point. In particular, the fans love this mention within the lyrics of, like, a mysterious dead daughter who might one day return home as a zombie or a vampire or maybe a ghost. If you want to support me making this into a game in the future, subscribing and commenting and all that really goes a long way. It really does. I love when people comment. I love reading comments and responding to them. Have a good day, though. Bye-bye. Play Klonoa. Bye-bye. Play Klonoa games. Bye-bye. Support. Give money to the Klonoa franchise. Bye. Also, subscribe to Analyte Teeth on YouTube. He's really cool.